Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Starting off with the vehicle sitting behind me here, this thing is 30% off this week and it is the Coil Raiden, based off of a Tesla Model S, largely at least. It's a pretty cool car. It is available at Simeon's dealership as well as the rest of the discounted vehicles for the week. Definitely something to look into. It is fully electric, so kind of a interesting car. But before we get into anything else, we have to talk about how to make some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, and we have quite a few different ways that are on bonus money, so that is good. Starting off on triple money and triple RP, we have all Simeon Yetarian contact missions. So these are all going to be triple money and triple RP, and this is including premium deluxe repo work. So all the repos are going to be paying triple money and RP this week, which is pretty cool, as well as Simeon's export requests that you can steal off the street. For example, like, I don't know, the Ocelot Jackal or something like that. Simeon might want it. You drive it to the dock and you're going to get triple what you normally would this week for both RP and money. So that is pretty cool. Now we also have a few select community series events or jobs that are going to be triple money and triple RP. For example, like the stunt race Neon Pipeline, it is triple money and triple RP, so that's pretty cool. Now we also have quite a bit of stuff on double money and double RP, and starting off we have auto shop client jobs. So that's where the customers bring a car to the auto shop, get you to customize it and then deliver it to them. That's double money and double RP this week, which is pretty good. It means it's going to be paying a decent amount. It's honestly worth doing. I would definitely recommend trying it out for sure. The exotic exports list through your auto shop is also going to be paying double money and double RP for the remainder of this week, which is another pretty good way to earn some money. Those are the blue dots that pop up on your map and they're a cool car. Deliver it to the docks, you're going to get double money. So that's pretty good. And last but not least, for double money and double RP, we also have the Vespucci Job Remix Adversary Mode. This is double money and double RP. So this is something that would probably be worth checking into if you are a little bit of a lower level. But at the same time, I would be running those Simeon contact missions because triple money is a little bit better and it's going to pay better than these adversary modes, although the adversary modes may be slightly more fun. So if you're lower level, I would definitely recommend doing one of the two and maybe saving up and trying to get an auto shop this week if you missed the discount last week. It is still worth it. You're going to be able to make your money back pretty quick, so check it out if you're interested. As for regular players, just do your normal business stuff and check into your auto shop every now and then, and maybe do some of the customer deliveries because they are paying double money and double RP for the remainder of the week. It is pretty worth it to do that, I guess. Now next up, we got to talk about the property discount of the week, which is on the Eclipse Boulevard garage. Now unfortunately I can't really show it to you because I've already bought it, so it's not going to show up on Dynasty like it will for you if you don't own it, but it is 30% off including the renovations for the facility as well. It's up here on Eclipse Boulevard, close to the top of the city here along that road. It's a pretty nice garage. You have 50 garage slots in it, which is pretty cool, so you can store a lot of vehicles there. I would definitely recommend picking it up, but there are some cheaper garages you can get first, so I would say get those. The Eclipse Boulevard garage isn't exactly all it's cracked up to be, and it is 5 separate garages of 10 vehicles each. So it's not like one big 50-car garage. There's a loading screen involved in going into each of those garages, and it can get a little confusing, honestly. So if you don't need space that bad, I would probably avoid picking it up, but if you are desperate for space and you want to get the discount, then I would say buy it now. As far as the rest of the discounts go with the vehicles this week, those are all going to be available at the dealerships. So let's go head down to the casino. We'll talk about the podium vehicle as well as the prize ride at the LS Car Meet, and then we'll start talking about the rest of the discounted vehicles. All right, within the casino, guys, we have the classy Mamba available to be won this week. It's honestly a pretty cool car. It doesn't handle the best, but it is a super nice looking car, and I think that makes it worth it to own automatically. It's definitely something that I would look into, and I do believe this is an exclusive livery for it. I could be wrong, but I think that it is because I do not recognize it. And the prize ride this week is the Lampadati Michele GT. It's honestly a pretty cool vehicle, and in order to win it, you're going to have to place top 3 for 3 days in a row, which is a relatively easy challenge. It is a pretty cool car. It does have a significant amount of customization, more than you would ever expect it to. Not the best car to drive necessarily, but it is a pretty cool one. I would recommend trying to win it. All right, and for the 3 vehicles available within the LS Car Meet to be bought this week, we have the Shyster Deviant right here. We also have the Ocelot Lynx in the middle, as well as the Weenie Issy Sport. Weenie Issy Sport is a really good sports category vehicle. It's very good as a rally car. It's very good on-road and off-road. It is all-wheel drive. It's pretty sweet. It has a lot of customization as well, so it is definitely one that I would look into. Unfortunately, no discount though, so that does kind of suck. The Ocelot Lynx looks absolutely amazing. It drives a little bit worse than it looks for sure. It has pretty bad understeer and not a whole lot of customization. It is a pretty cool car though, and I would say that I personally recommend it, but it is really overpriced for what you're actually getting. It does cost you $1,735,000, which is a lot. So I can't necessarily recommend it unless you absolutely love the Lynx. However, it is removed, and so is the Weenie Issy Sport here. So take that into consideration as well for sure. And then last but not least, we have the Shyster Deviant. This thing is pretty cheap if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, $512,000. No discount on this thing either this week. This one's honestly one you could probably skip out on, and I do believe it is a removed vehicle. Let me just go check real quick. It is in fact a removed vehicle, so if you want it, it is available right now within the car meet. And over at Simeon's, this is where we're going to find all of our discounts. Let's go ahead and start in the back corner with the Coil Raiden, like I was showing you guys right at the start. This thing is fully electric, and it is on sale for 30% off. Along with the rest of the cars in here, everything is 30% off. This is going for just under $1 million bucks, so honestly for that price, not a terrible vehicle to pick up, but there is definitely a few better ones this week. We also have the Infernus here, which is also discounted by 30% off. It goes for just over $300,000. It's pretty cool. I do like the Infernus a lot. We have the Bravado Verlier. Sorry to my German viewers, I know that I mispronounced that horribly probably. It is going for $486,000 this week. It is pretty cool. It's also removed, and it sounds amazing, and it's got some kind of decent customization as well. So out of the vehicles in here that we've gone over so far, the Verlier would definitely be my recommendation out of them so far. We also, though, of course, do have the Vulcar Nebula Turbo. This thing is a drift missile, and by that, it's not very good at drifting, honestly. And it goes for just under $600,000. It's not terrible, but it's not good either. It's good at sliding, and it's not very controllable when it slides. So honestly, I would avoid the Vulcar Nebula Turbo. However, the Overflowed Immorgan is actually a phenomenal sports car in GTA Online. This thing is one of the fastest in the entire game, and it is going for just over $1.5 million. Now, for that price, I would say it is a bit of a steal because I think it goes for 2.2 usually. So this is actually a pretty good discount, and out of the cars in here, I would recommend the Immorgan the most, and then the Bravado Verlier. The rest of them you could honestly avoid, but the Infernus gets bonus points because it's OG, and it's also removed, so definitely look into that for sure. But the Verlier and the Overflowed Immorgan are definitely my two top picks from Simeon's. At Luxury Autos, we have the Karen Vivanite as well as the Gradi Turismo Omaggio. These are both not discounted, and they both are from the latest DLC, so nothing too special here. Within the Chop Shop, we have these vehicles available to be stolen this week: the Benefactor LM87, the Invitero Cockhead Blackfin, as well as the Bravado Greenwood. The LM87 is definitely the most worth it to steal, and the missions that you are going to have to do to get the three of them are as follows. You're going to need to do the cargo ship robbery for the LM87, you're going to need to do the Duggan robbery for the Blackfin, and the podium robbery for the Greenwood. So definitely worth it to do these this week, especially the LM87. That is worth a ton of money. Last but not least, your time trials for the week. We have Construction Site 1 as your RC Bandito time trial for today. For the Junk Energy time trial, we have Sewer System for today. For the regular time trial, we have Mount Gordeau, and for the HSW time trial, it starts right around here, and it is Ron alternates to Elysian Island, and it's going to start right here and end down on Elysian Island at one of these three, but I'm pretty sure it's at the end of this one, if I'm not mistaken, right about here. Anyway, guys, that's been it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated, if not disliked. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.